Chairman Changsu, distinguished guests, I'm delighted to be here and delighted to offer my congratulations. It's a credit to British hospitality that the Korea-UK Global CEO Forum and the Joint Economic and Trade Committee are being held in this historic building. This year, we mark the 130th anniversary of our diplomatic ties. It's hard to think of a more fitting time to reflect on our journey thus far and to picture our future together. Throughout the years, our economic ties have advanced remarkably. Even during the global financial crisis, our bilateral trade grew steadily. Today, the United Kingdom is Korea's second largest trade partner in the EU. Two-way investment has been no less impressive. Korean companies invest more in the UK than in any other European country. British companies are the second largest European investors in Korea. Our cooperation in the financial sector has also come a long way since 1968, when a Korean bank opened an office in London for the first time. We now see increasing forms of cooperation that are win-win, such as joint ventures. Meanwhile, a British bank is now among Korea's top 7 commercial lenders. Korean financial institutions have opened more offices in the UK than anywhere else in Europe. The Korea-EU Free Trade Agreement took effect in 2011. The agreement provides a strong institutional bedrock for further promoting our economic cooperation. We will build on these successes as we move to broaden the scope of what we do together. Indeed, it is time for us to take our partnership to the next level. Creative economy. This is the new engine that I believe will power the next stage of our economic cooperation. Today, the worst appears to be over for the global economy. Nonetheless, it continues to suffer from low growth and from high unemployment. Policies to boost the economy have no doubt helped the recovery, but they fall short when it comes to making growth sustainable, when it comes to growing jobs. Creative economy. This is what we might find the answer to lift the global economy out of its current doldrums. A lasting solution to bringing dynamism back to the global economy. It is an economy that harnesses the creative ideas of individuals, an economy that promotes convergence between different industries, between industries and culture, one that creates new market and new jobs. This paradigm is no doubt familiar to many of you. After all, it was here in the UK that the creative economy was pioneered. As early as the mid-1990s, the UK began to nurture cultural and media sectors into creative industries. More recently, it has been building a world-class venture ecosystem that promotes creative convergence. The East London tech city is a prime example. The creative economy paradigm is my government's key strategy for revitalizing the economy. To this end, we are expanding investment in R&D, encouraging startups and venture companies. We are strengthening software capabilities and facilitating the fusion of industry and culture. Cultural content, new digital industries, bio-industries, these are some of the many areas where Korea and the UK could collaborate, where we could build a new, globally competitive model for growth. We already caught a glimpse of what can be achieved when our creative businesses work together. The production technology of Korean content providers has been married to the global distribution networks of British companies, creating synergy along the way. I look forward to seeing more such cases in the future. Distinguished business leaders, Korea has traded its way to rapid economic growth. In half a century, its trade volume has become the 8th largest in the world. The dynamic growth of two-way trade between us has been fueling our economic cooperation. As powerhouses of commerce, Korea and the UK should continue to grow trade and partner strategically to expand into the global market. Korea is globally competitive in manufacturing and industry. Its auto, steel, shipbuilding, semiconductors, and IT sectors come to mind. The UK is on the cutting edge in the basic sciences, finance, cultural content, design, and the services sector, among others. We could further expand our economic horizons if we combine our strengths and enter third country markets together. We are already seeing this promise in offshore engineering. British engineering is partnering with Korean shipbuilding, marketing their concerted presence felt in the global market. I would be happy to see similar initiatives grow out of this room. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenges we face today are global in nature, be they climate change, energy depletion, or an aging society. They cannot be dealt with in the traditional way, let alone by individual nations. We must come up with effective responses, but this requires more than the work of governments, international organizations, or civil society. It also calls for innovative solutions that are business-led and market-based. What is urgently needed is an effort to transform challenges into opportunities that unleash new technologies and new industries. In the same vein, the challenges of climate change, energy, and an aging society bode well for low-carbon energy, healthcare businesses, and for the so-called silver industries. Thus far, our energy cooperation has been dominated by trade in fossil fuels, namely crude oil and petroleum products. My hope is to see this gathering paving a more climate-friendly path, one that ranges from the development of new and renewable energy to the construction and operation of nuclear reactors. May today's forum help generate fresh momentum for innovative and market-friendly cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, as you say here in Britain, good company makes the road shorter. Korea and the UK are friends of long standing. We are reliable economic partners, and the future will promise greater shared prosperity if we take advantage of our 130 years of trust and friendship to expand our cooperation. I hope today's forum leads to blueprints for constructive cooperation and eventually to big results. Through the newly launched Joint Economic and Trade Committee, we in government will also do the best we can to support what you do. Thank you.